So we saw this story over the weekend. Now, we know the border's a mess. You and I actually have gone at it at the border because I think Biden is a disaster when it comes to the border. And I don't want to put words in your mouth. You've argued that, well, there are only certain things that he can do. And
well, I think he's a disaster, too. I don't, but there are only, it isn't like he can just come in and shut everything down.
Right.
I mean, Trump was a disaster, too. Every president's been a disaster. There's a lot of people that come in illegally. The biggest issue we're dealing with now, which is somewhat different, isn't those coming in illegally. It's those coming in legally and asking for asylum.
Right.
And there's just a bazillion of them.
So here's the deal. This is the most bizarre. I would say this might be the most bizarre border story I've ever seen.
Okay.
Tucson sector. U.S. Border Patrol. They are pausing social media. So, like, if you want to know what's going on with the border and you say, well, I wonder what the U.S. Border Patrol Tucson sector is saying about the border today or on a daily basis, you would follow them on social media. So what they're doing is they're shutting down the social media. So there's a group of people that run the social media for the U.S. Border Patrol's Tucson sector. They're saying the border is such a mess, we need you to stop social media, put your boots on, and get down here and help.
Yeah.
You're an internet geek. You're not a Border Patrol agent, but you're an internet geek. We need you to come down to the border. So stop updating. It's like we have a group of people here that update KTAR.com. Okay? Fantastic group of people out there. There are dozens of them. It's a huge website. You should go and check it out. It's phenomenal.
Are you calling them geeks?
Some of them are geeks. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And so
that was Gatos.
They're lovable though.
Lovable geeks.
But my goodness, this can't be true. This has to be this can't be right. This has to be something like, it's a stunt, right? Like the Tucson sector says, we're so overrun so bad that the people who update our social media site,
we need them at the border. We need them there.
This is stupid.
Well, you know what happened last week? This is a couple weeks ago, but they had a week of it was last week. They had 15,300 illegal crossings last week. That's the highest weekly total ever.
What's the social media guy going to do? What is he going to do?
He's a Border Patrol guy.
He's not a Border Patrol guy.
Slap a gun in the guy's hand and let's go.
So are you saying
that
that a social media coordinator, if you will, a person that, let's say, tweets about the Border Patrol in the Tucson sector, an internet geek, is going to put boots on and go and be a Border Patrol agent and start apprehending migrants?
Yeah.
That's what they want us to think.
Well, the thing that's really bad here is how much help is this going to provide?
None!
Compared to how ridiculous this looks.
It's
things
stupid.
are so bad.
Yeah.
They've got to take they strap in the is the janitor going down there with a broomstick? What's happening next? It's crazy.
In all honesty, are they going down there? Like, what in the world would they do?
They need more bodies. They need somebody down there. They can man a checkpoint.
No.
They can just you know what?
My gosh.
You ever see in Star Trek, Gatos? You watch Star Trek, right?
I don't like Star Trek.
No, but back in the day, Captain Kirk, the original Star Trek.
Not a fan, but go ahead.
All right. Well, you know what happened? Every time they'd go down to another country, that you see the main guys, Bones and Spock and Captain Kirk would go down, and there'd always be a couple other guys in like red shirts, and those were always the guys that were kind of thrown out there for the dinosaur to eat or to get killed off.
Yeah.
Well, that's what these little tech geeks are going to do. They're going to throw them down there. And when the migrants are coming over, when the illegal aliens are coming over, they're going to throw
Barry, that's just
they'll throw the geek at them.
Goodness gracious.
You got to give up a little bit here.
All right,
That's not good.
No.
It's going to be, look, they're so desperate. This is ridiculous.
They're not that desperate.
2,000 to 2,500 illegal crossings per day.
And what is somebody who updates a website going to do about it on the border? Nothing.
But they're Border Patrol agents.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I know they are.
They're not. No way.
They're not?
No.
I think they're Border Patrol agents,
I think it's a scam.
They're assigned to the social media posts.
I think this is a joke. I think this is like, hey, it's so bad in Tucson, which it is. You've just given a statistic. It's horrendous.
Bad. Yeah.
But what is a person who works on social media for the Tucson sector of the Border Patrol supposed to do?
I don't know.
You're just gonna take them off that job, and then you're gonna put them on the border.
The thing I don't understand
they're lying. It's a lie.
The thing I don't understand is, and it makes no sense. Nobody wants to go to Tucson. This makes no sense.
Well,
to
that
me.
is true.
There's no sense.
If you can get out of Tucson and go to the border's nicer than Tucson.
I don't get it.
I would rather live on the dirt right at the border than have to live in Tucson.
What they should do is they should let some of these illegal alien influencers come up and live in Tucson for a few days, and then send them back down, and this will end immediately.
Oh, jeez.
No one wants to go to Tucson.
I just think it's this is not a sign of how bad things have gotten. We already know it's really bad. This is a Border Patrol trying to come up with a story of, we literally are pulling people off of our website and we're going to have them stop updating you, trying to be transparent, right? We are so inundated with people coming over the border that the folks who tell you about what's happening, we put them in the camouflage.
Like I said, I don't know how many of these people are going to be on the border helping out now, but I have to tell you, the look of it is so bad that it just keeps saying
the look of what is so bad that they actually did that.
That it's so bad
that the border is so bad.
No, but the border's so bad. But worse is what I'm saying is that we have such little control of what's going on at the border that we're going to pull these tech geeks out of their desk and bring them down. That's how bad things are.
No.
It's silliness.
It's not that. Listen, the border's really bad, but it's not bad enough that you actually need tech geeks to go down there and be Border Patrol. This is a stunt.
They're tech geeks with guns. They're agents.
Okay, Barry. Coming up.
FBI guys can be geeky too, and they're tough guys. FBI agents.
You're not tough if you're a tech and you're updating Twitter.
So you got to be both now. You can be both.